He should be
Offers.
a first ballot Hall of Famer. It's Bill Belichick. He's one of the greatest coaches of all time.
I don't know about that one.
He's
What
what
do
the
you
greatest.
mean?
What?
He's won so many Super
He's won, like,
Bowls.
He won with Brady.
One- Howdy, howdy. Welcome back to another episode of We Talk Sports, presented by We TV. I'm the host, as usual, Dom Siony, and joining me are, of course, my co-hosts, Jacob Pendergraft and Owen Fleming. Well, guys, we're about there for the Super Bowl. We got through the AFC and NFC championship games.
That's an understatement.
Yeah, well, one was good, one was not so good,
Yeah.
but let's talk with the not so good one.
Mm.
The New England Patriots beat the Denver Broncos in a absolute snoozer, 10-7, and yeah, I mean, there's a
Fell asleep watching that game. I'm not even exaggerating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was bored out of my mind during that game, and you know, it's a New England Patriots game, so boring and them winning goes together like cream in a bagel. So
Like what?
like
Cream
cream
in a
cheese in a
bagel.
bagel.
That's not what I heard. That's not
Really?
what I heard you
No,
say.
you said cream in
I
a
thought you
bagel.
said cream in a Bengal.
No,
Bengal?
Like the
cream-
Cincinnati Bengals.
Well, that'd be inappropriate.
That
I
would
did-
be very inappropriate.
Well, I
But he
did.
was just talking about a savory breakfast item.
We did. I did used to call the Cincinnati Bengals bagels.
Oh, wow.
The
So,
bagels.
the
So
bagels.
really, he was kind of...
Yeah.
See, I was ahead of my
You're
time.
cut, buddy.
You're cooked. I mean, this game started off pretty well. We had that one great drive where Jarrett Stidham, he threw that deep ball down the field, total bomb. Looked like he was going to lead them to victory, and then,
And then he didn't.
no, the snow came, and he turned back into a regular backup
Nope,
quarterback.
turned into a pumpkin. I mean,
Mhm.
Jarrett Stidham. I was looking at his old highlight game against, I think it was the 49ers when he was playing for the Raiders. He looked pretty good, so I was a little more optimistic about what he was able to do. I still had New England winning this game just because Jarrett Stidham, I mean, backup quarterback for a reason, and yeah.
What could have been if Bo Nix was healthy?
Well, it could have
Could
been.
have been.
But the Patriots made their first Super Bowl without Tom Brady and Bill Belichick. Actually, their first one since 1997 when they had Drew Bledsoe at quarterback. So
Mm.
important for them. But yeah, we're talking about the Broncos being underdogs in this situation, and unfortunately that became true. And they actually, they didn't go for it when they were up. What is it, 7-0? They could have taken an easy 10-0 lead, and those 3 points, came crucial. So,
Yeah, I mean, postseason's kind of proven you should sometimes just take the points.
Take the
John
points,
Harbaugh
yeah.
wishes he took the points. It's
I
just
mean, you got,
happens.
yeah. I mean, I know Ben Johnson's probably forgetting that as
Mhm.
well.
Yeah.
But obviously, this game really was just a whole lot of snoozing.
Yeah, I mean Drake May, he was pretty held in check by the Broncos defense, which is why
Drake
it's so
the schedule May.
yeah, it's
Yes.
why it's so unfortunate that they just couldn't fight back offensively. But we'll see if Drake continues this trend. He hasn't played that well this postseason,
Ah.
honestly. He hasn't had any signature
Yeah,
games. I would
He's
say.
a victim of the schedule.
He is a schedule merchant. Yep, he
Mhm.
is.
Yeah.
But moving on to the.
Patriots fans, let us know what you think about that in the comment section.
Oh no, he didn't even complete half of his passes, man.
Mm-hmm.
The numbers don't lie,
numbers don't
Patriots
lie,
fans.
they're right
the
on
numbers
it.
don't lie. We got them right here.
They don't.
And that's gonna,
You know who did
Patriots.
complete
Drake
over half
made
of his
10 of
passes?
21 for 86 yards.
Bryce Young completed over half of his passes.
Bryce
this
Young
postseason.
completed over half of his
Yeah.
It's
passes.
not that hard.
Not
And
the-
he didn't even make it past the playoff or the
No,
first round.
No. But
Jake Daniels completes most of his passes.
Oh, there's an ant on my shoe.
we'll get more to Drake May when we get to the Super Bowl. But let's talk about the last game. Let's talk about Rams versus Seahawks. A very, very good game. I'd say the Super Bowl that, we kind of wish could happen.
Yeah.
So the Rams, they had a shot in this game, but the Seattle Seahawks just, came out blazing. They didn't, lose sight of their goal, and, the Seahawks is just their stadium is just a very hard environment to play in.
Yeah, and also, I mean, you just had Sam Darnold coming out playing the best game of his career, I'd
Mhm.
say.
Absolutely.
346 yards,
Yeah.
3 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
He handled all the allegations quite well of him seeing ghosts. It seems like he's finally busted those ghosts.
He
Absolutely.
doesn't see the ghosts anymore. He learned to embrace them.
He learned to embrace them, and I mean, like a great completion percentage, 346 yards and 3 touchdowns. He passed this game with flying colors.
Yeah, I mean JSN's just an amazing weapon. He even Cooper Cup got in. The Unk he slowed down a bit. He's still clutch.
Well,
He's the Unk Bowl.
He is, yeah. I mean, he's still clutch. You still got Rashid taking on, being very useful. Again, Owen, you said that was a really good trade.
It
And
was
probably,
definitely the best trade of the deadline, I'd say.
I would say so. They
Yeah.
have proved he's a deep threat in terms of, not just on the
Mhm.
offensive side ball, kick returner.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's got the arson there.
Yeah, I mean, and you just look at Stafford. He also had a great game as well.
Yeah, Stafford played really well. Puka had a great game. Adams also had a great
Solid
game.
It was just.
It was just not enough.
I remember when Devontae Adams played for the Raiders.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
think he wants to forget that ever happened. I mean, the Seahawks, they felt in control for a lot of that game, even though it was pretty close by score.
Yeah, no, they were much in control of that game. The one lead change was like before half,
Mm.
and the Seahawks came in and Sam Darnold delivered their first Super Bowl appearance since 2015 against a familiar foe as well. So
Yeah, I mean,
Little rematch action.
a little rematch of
I've
Super
been
Bowl
seeing
49.
TikToks of the Marshawn Lynch goal line
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
play for a little bit.
Well, there's no Marshawn Lynch anymore.
I know,
but
I
they got
know,
Kenneth
Kenneth
Walker,
Walker.
though.
He had a pretty
Kenneth
solid
Walker is
game.
no Marshawn Lynch.
No,
But if you were on the
To
one,
even compare them,
if
the
you were
two
on
is
the 1 yard
ridiculous.
line, would you run it with Kenneth Walker? or
pass
toss
it.
the
Absolutely
ball?
not. I would pass it to JSN. That's going to be the easiest no-brainer in history.
Yeah.
Wow, I think you'd be a good head coach.
I would be a
Pete
great.
Carroll's chop off the old.
I mean, you know what, Pete Carroll, let's run a fade.
Not a
You know
fade,
what
but
else is he up to? Come on the show, Pete
Come on,
Carroll.
There you
Pete
go.
show, Pete
Yeah,
Carroll.
get
We would
some-
love to have you.
Yeah, we'd love to have a 73-year-old Pete
Yeah.
Carroll on the show.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean nothing to say. That game was just spectacular, and I would have hated it if
Yeah.
this was the first game and the Broncos and Patriots game was the
Yeah,
last
that would have
game.
been lame. I mean, I just at the halftime of the Broncos Patriots game, I just drove back from Asheville to here. I'm like, well, might as well. So
Might as well,
going,
might as well.
and going that positive. But I am kind of sad that the Rams, they had a great season. They got really close, but ultimately they couldn't make it back to the Super Bowl.
I know,
So what
especially-
can they do to improve their team? I think a main thing would have to be just special teams in general.
special teams? No, they
Because
Yeah.
they
they
could
cost
pick
them
out of
several
Washington's
moments,
book.
yeah.
Yeah, we got 2 special teams.
I believe they did
Yeah.
hire a new special teams coordinator, but he didn't seem to be that impressive. But we'll have to see if that makes an actual change because they had that punt, block that the Panthers almost won the game.
I was
with.
just say they almost.
Their special teams has just been costing them all year, and ultimately it cost them again. So
Yeah, they've been kind of getting away. I mean, was it the Panthers game on
Yeah.
that last drive, and then the Bears game where Caleb threw that pick? I mean,
yeah,
the Rams made it here.
yeah.
They
but
could have won the Super Bowl,
I
but
think the defense needs some work.
the
this
defense needs some
offseason.
work. Letting Sam Darnold kind of cook you is
Tough.
It's tough.
Emmanuel Forbes, cornerback 1.
I mean, he was doing pretty good. I'm
for a
not gonna
time.
lie.
For a time.
for a time.
You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, Seahawks deserved this win. They
Yeah.
were more than luck. They, came in clutch. Sam Darnold delivered in the moment, and
Do y'all still think Stafford wins MVP?
I think he does.
I think we should
Probably
give
over
it to-
Drake
I
May.
think we
right?
should give it to Josh Allen.
Josh Allen.
For what?
Be
ha-
Josh Allen.
What about that last postseason game?
Well,
when
I
he
mean,
turned
they
the
don't
ball
take in
over,
the
like, 4
postseason,
times?
though.
Yeah, I mean, he's Josh Allen.
The voters don't take in the postseason.
I know. I would still take
During
Stafford
regular
over
season,
Allen.
he
at the
clutched
moment.
up.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's good. Josh,
So did Matt.
I think we
mostly.
should give it to Jaden Daniels.
Oh wow.
Jaden Daniels,
yeah?
yeah.
Even though he missed like.
We'll give him a
75%
broken
of
Not
the
his
award.
fault.
Not
Give him
his
a
fault.
broken award.
He's still the MVP.
The broken award.
Yeah.
I know
He
you're
can
not
get
talking
the
about
comeback
injuries.
player of the year award next year.
Yeah.
He has a shot at it.
Yeah.
But moving on to, let's briefly talk about these two things that happened over the past week. Obviously, the Pro Bowl being,
Yeah.
I mean, I was in the Pro Bowl. I sent a picture to Dom. He's
Wow.
gonna
I
put
know,
it right
yeah.
here.
Did you catch any passes?
I did. I caught a touchdown.
you were the guy who picked off Shador, right?
I was the
Yeah,
guy who picked,
that's
put
right,
the
that's
picture
right.
in right here. Yep.
There you go.
Yep.
So
Shador Sanders, Joe Flacco, and
Joe Burrow.
all Pro
that's a
Bowl. It was
picture. Like put it right here.
The three
That is a picture that
generations.
exists. That's not AI. That is
Yeah.
not AI.
That is real.
No.
That
You
is
have
a real
two
picture.
Bengals quarterbacks and
And Shador.
And Shador, yeah. You know, an elite quarterback.
But
They
you know, so many
comeback player of the
Panthers
year.
robbed
And
of
Joe
being a
Burrow.
Pro Bowler. Derek Brown wasn't a Pro Bowler.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's
I
just
mean, but I mean,
robbery.
you
Oh.
know, oh,
Nope.
man,
Well,
here
there
we
it
go.
goes. Well,
That's sad.
Oh well. But I don't know. I mean, you know, you had an aging Unk, a generational talent
And Joe Burrow.
in Joe Burrow.
and Joe Burrow. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the Pro Bowl. I don't think anyone really even watches it anymore.
It does. It used to
I
be.
stopped watching it when it
Yeah.
stopped being tackle football.
Yeah.
Even WeTV flag football clears.
We TV flag.
They
football
really
will
need to
clear.
fix a lot of this Pro Bowl stuff.
I like watching the dodgeball.
Yeah.
the dodgeball school, like the
Like the little mini games are cool.
Yeah,
but
the
like
skills
When
comps
they're
are
actually
good.
playing
Yeah.
flag football.
when they're
no
playing
one's
flag
really
football.
trying.
it's-
Yeah.
like,
no
they're
one's
just having
trying, and I
fun,
get
yeah.
like
You know, you're trying to protect yourself from injury, but like at least make it look like you.
But
wanna
I
be
mean,
there.
like, do you need the Pro Bowl at this point, or do you just be like, these are our Pro Bowl players, and don't
it
actually have
sucks
it?
because I would love for a event that celebrates football.
Excellency.
Excellency and football fans. Like the All-Star games for say the MLB and NHL and NBA are really fun.
Yeah.
Everybody
Pro-
loves to see the dunk comp
And the
Test
Pro Bowl's just
and-
not as fun.
and the home run derby, but the Pro Bowl, I mean, yeah, it's going to be hard. I think they should go back to pushing it after the Super Bowl and then make it tackle football. Obviously they're not going to go crazy, but it's better to watch that than say the flag football.
I just think at this point the players are gonna be like, I don't want to put my body on the
Yeah.
line. You
I
know,
mean,
because
that's-
if you somehow get hurt during a meaningless Pro Bowl game,
Yeah.
you like cost yourself. I think that's why they
Or
kinda
have
just
it like
cope.
Or pay the players who make the Pro Bowl.
or
Yeah.
have it as like a
They used to go to Hawaii.
yeah, they used to go to Hawaii, or have it as like a draft, like have like the college players go in there,
Yeah. that'd be
like a
funny.
Senior Bowl.
Yeah. It's almost like they have that already.
They do. They should make it now for the
Senior
Pro Bowl.
Bowl also this week. You know, Diego Pavia kind of
Who?
just
Oh,
did not look good.
Yeah, Pavia. Yep, not a good.
Oh, is he the crybaby Heisman candidate?
Yeah,
He's
the short
5'9".
one.
He's 5'9". All right, calm down, bro.
Yeah.
Calm down, bro.
Yep, he's crying about not winning the Heisman.
Tough Senior Bowl for him.
So-
That was a tough
yeah.
Senior
Yeah.
Bowl. Yep.
A tough Senior Bowl,
It's
but
gonna be hard to succeed in the NFL when you're the shortest.
Shorter than Bryce Young.
You're
maybe?
shorter than Bryce
shorter
Young.
with Bryce Young. I mean, he has the mentality of Johnny Manziel and the height of not even Bryce
I would
Young.
not have him on my draft.
He's
board.
shorter than me.
Yeah, there you go. You could be a
I
quarterback.
could be an
Yeah, he
NFL
could be-
quarterback
he
by
could
that
be, he
standard.
Could be.
But moving on to actually speaking of Unk,
Well, yeah.
Bill Belichick not being a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Crazy.
Crazy.
I mean, just I understand he's damaged his legacy a little bit with this,
First
but
ballot Hall of
this is
Famer.
just ridiculous. He should be
Oh,
a
first.
first ballot Hall of Famer. It's Bill Belichick. He's one of the greatest coaches of all time.
I don't know about that one.
He's what,
do
the
you
greatest
mean?
star?
He's won so many Super
He's won,
Bowls.
like,
He won with Brady.
He won 6, not including
But
the championships he's won as an assistant.
He won with Brady.
Okay.
So that's you're still a Hall of Fame coach.
I heard you, Owen.
Dude, he also won like a good amount of
hearing
games
He
with
won
like
with
Matt
Brady.
Castle.
He's not that good. If you take away Brady, he was nothing. He was nothing when
well,
Brady
that's
retired.
true, but most of his career he had Brady, so
Yeah,
I include that
but
in the
when
context.
you take away the secret weapon,
So why
you
should-
take away the stealing of the play calls,
Yeah.
you take away deflating your
So you
footballs.
hold
Well, that
You're
was Brady.
nothing.
you
that was-
hold these events. You wouldn't have voted.
By the way,
for him?
deflating
No.
a football is,
Deflategate?
is Brady's
Yeah,
doing.
that's true. It was.
No, as a coach, you're responsible for your quarterback. As general manager, I'm responsible for you, knuckleheads.
Look, what about his whole college program? Hasn't that boosted his eyes?
No,
You don't
his
like?
college program is the reason that he's not a first ballot
I
candidate.
that
Yeah, I
has
mean-
nothing to do with pro football.
I
That's
heard you, Owen.
UNC's really looked great lately. I just think it's ridiculous. I think, but you know,
I think you're ridiculous.
I think you're ridiculous.
Oh, a clever comeback there.
Mhm. Thank you.
But no, I mean, Bill Belichick should be a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Like if it was for cheating, then Tom Brady's not a first ballot Hall of Famer.
He's
Well,
not.
Brady is more physically skilled than Bill Belichick. At least.
He's an NFL quarterback. Yeah, he's more physically skilled.
I mean,
I mean, yeah, but then again, Brady like runs around like a
Brady's
like
just
water
a divorced
buffalo.
dad
So let's
right now.
let's calm down a bit.
Yeah. I
So.
mean, they're both
Your
just
arguments have no valid.
they're
You're
romantic.
saying Bill Belichick ain't a first ballot. Hall
He's
of
not
Famer.
a first ballot Hall
So,
of Famer.
what coach would you put in the Hall of Fame?
Pete Carroll.
Really?
No.
The Raiders?
No, I would not.
I mean, Pete Carroll is a Hall of Fame.
So
head
your
coach.
your standards for coaches in the Hall of Fame must
Joe
be very
Gibbs.
high.
Joe Gibbs.
Okay, Joe Gibbs.
okay.
All right, all
Joe
right.
Joe
Gibbs. Okay.
So pro Joe Gibbs, but not pro Belichick.
Yes.
Wasn't he like a what was it Theismann like
No.
Yeah.
He was a Diesel Riggins.
these
Joe
origins?
Theismann was also named Joe.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So But yeah, so Bill Belichick now Hall of Famer. So you heard it here,
Some
folks.
dissent here.
But let's do something a little bit more fun before we talk about our Super Bowl picks. We got ourselves the WTS End of Season Football Awards. You know,
there a
actually, I
BTA
think we
on
got
here?
somebody who can
No,
give
I
this
don't think so.
first award. He's
Oh.
sitting over here.
Wow.
Is he coming on camera?
He's gonna come
Wow.
on
He's gonna
camera
come
and
on
he's gonna
camera.
give it
The
away.
Ryan
He's gonna-
Unk
Is it
Creel
me? Is it
Award.
me?
Is
Wow.
it you? Come
Ryan,
over-
are you
come
in
over here
frame?
and
Come
sit.
over here. This might. You
Sit
could
me in
also.
frame.
Have a seat.
We got
Have a seat
ourselves the Ryan Unk Award.
I hope
Um,
he's in frame.
I
We
hope
can't
he's
tell.
in
We
frame.
can't, but it's
Nah,
fine.
it's fine.
It's
I was on camera.
It's fine, but we got ourselves the Unk Award presented by Ryan Creel. Our participants include Aaron Rodgers of the Steelers, Joe Flacco of the Bengals, Philip Rivers of the Colts, head coach Pete Carroll of the Raiders. But Ryan, who is the winner?
I didn't even see that Pete Carroll got nominated for this.
Well, he's the ultimate unk. He was fired.
That's
for
true. That's true.
Age,
you know.
age discrimination,
It's
in my
discrimination.
opinion.
You know, Rodgers put up. They got to the playoffs.
Yeah, they
You know,
did.
it,
Pretty
it
solid.
might have been because of the Ravens being hurt. You know, Lamar being out. It's fine. You know, Philip Rivers. You know, he had like a good couple games.
Sure,
back.
but
He
it, you know,
demonstrated-
Off the couch.
his
Yeah,
arm
he really
was pretty-
demonstrated
his arm
what
was
NFL
pretty good.
Secured
quarterbacks
that health
could
insurance for
be.
him and his
Yeah.
grandkids.
Yeah, for another
Secured
five
that
years,
Bills
it's
head
awesome.
coaching
It's
interview.
awesome, but when we talk about who's really doing it, right? When we talk about who's really doing it,
He's on
who's
another
winning
level.
games, right?
Yeah.
Who's winning me fantasy
Yeah.
games? It goes to Joe Flacco of the Cincinnati Bengals.
Well
Yeah.
No one's doing it like him.
Congrats, Joe.
Congrats,
Thank you,
Joe.
Thank you, Joe. As a personal as someone who picked him up after he came to the Bengals.
Bengals. He kept
Bengals,
him
yep.
afloat.
You know, Bo Nix wasn't doing too high at the
No,
start.
no.
You know, JJ McCarthy definitely wasn't doing
No,
too
nine
high.
sucks.
I needed someone to save me. I needed a lifeline.
Yeah.
And it was Joe,
Joe
Flacco.
Flacco.
Joe
Hero.
Flacco.
Hero
Joe Burr
to
My
Flacco.
hero.
There's just something about that
There's
Flacco.
just
It's
something
just
about him.
something about
Here
that.
we go.
that
Well,
Uncle
thank you,
Flacco.
Ryan, for
Thank you,
presenting this
Ryan.
award.
For presenting the award.
All right, but we got our next award here, the most disappointing player award. Jacob, would you like to do the honors?
I sure would.
Yeah.
I sure would.
Hate Flacco.
The most disappointing player of the award. For nomination for your consideration, we have wide receiver Brian Thomas Jr. of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Pretty
Fantasy
Quarterback
regression.
J.J. McCarthy of
Nine.
the Minnesota
Mr.
Vikings.
Nine.
Wide receiver Marvin Harrison Jr.
He
of
was
the Arizona
overrated in the
Cardinals.
rookie
You
draft.
spelled Harrison.
Harson.
Harson? Okay.
And running back Saquon Barkley of the Philadelphia Eagles.
Had a regression. He just wasn't the same
He
this
was
year.
Duty.
Duty, yeah. No.
The most disappointing player award goes to Saquon Barkley.
There you
That's
go.
fair.
The Madden curse continues.
He
There
lost
is
me
the
some
Madden
fantasy
curse.
games.
Lost me a
with
lot
his-
of fantasy
yeah,
games with
yeah.
this nonsense.
There you go.
Barely clearing
Every
100
once in a
yards
while,
game.
he'd be like, "I'm gonna go off."
Yeah, he's gonna go off, and then he's back to dog water for the
Yeah.
next 4
Dog
games.
water.
It was just
Indeed.
disappointing.
Saquon Barkley, you are washed.
There you go. He is washed.
Bill Krosky Merritt,
Well, Owen,
props on you.
Owen, I
Bill.
think you got an award, and I think
Wow.
it's a runaway.
Oh wow! So this award goes to the Making History in the Wrong Way team, and really there are only 2 teams in a tier that are this low. So out of the haha Jets and Saints tier, we have the New York Jets winning for their 0 interception season.
There he is.
And you know they had former Panther Steve Wilkes coordinating that defense,
Yep,
and I just don't understand how you coordinate a defense without a single interception.
no, that's pretty
It
bad.
just seems pretty tough.
Pretty bad. No, absolutely. And moving on to that, we got the least clutch award. Our recipients are Tua Tagovailoa for the
Yeah.
Dolphins, C.J. Stroud for the Texans, Russell Wilson for
You
the
spelled
Giants.
Russell wrong.
Russell?
We gotta give him some software.
We gotta get you some.
Bro, this is
autocorrect.
like genuinely what ESPN has on there.
Tyler. Lu-
Tyler Luke for the Ravens.
He got someone fired.
You got something fired? All right. Well, gentlemen, it is with great honor to say that C.J. Stroud is the winner of this award.
I'd say that's fair. Tyler
that's
Loop was
fair.
really only bad in 1 game. CJ Stroud was bad in several games this postseason.
All right.
The worst coach award is that one I announced.
Yep, you.
The
got it.
worst coach award.
Mm.
For your consideration, we have Jonathan Gannon of the Arizona Cardinals,
Pretty number.
Brian Callahan of the Tennessee Titans, Peter Carroll of the Raiders,
Peter
and
Carroll.
Aaron Glenn of the New York Jets.
That's-
How did? Are we sure?
What?
Are we sure that's the right?
Well, we did
Yeah,
a poll.
But they have the number 1 pick.
yeah, but he got fired.
Yeah, fine.
They both got fired.
Yeah, but that's who
true.
people
I voted
for.
Don't look at me. I voted for Carroll.
Well, I mean,
He
the
was the
winner of the worst coach award is Brian Callahan.
He was
of
the first coach
Tennessee
fired.
Tigers. He
He
was the
was pretty
first coach
bad.
fired, but like, you
He-
know,
He hired his father to be their offensive line coach, and their O-line got worse. You know, there's
There's
just a lot of nepotism. He didn't seem to know what he was doing. He really struggled with being a first-year head coach, and ultimately it got him so bad that now Cam Ward has a whole new staff.
There you go.
And I think, you know, if you make a young quarterback, Pete Carroll got off on the pole, I think, because his quarterbacks were just old and washed. Cam Ward was someone who was supposed to lead this franchise.
Former Pitt player Kenny Pickett was one of his quarterbacks.
Well, you know,
Yeah.
as much as I was banging the table for the Panthers to draft Kenny
I was
Pickett
as
back
well.
then, you know, I was wrong.
Listen, he will always live in my heart. But Owen, we got another award here. And
Okay.
speaking
so
of Carolina,
this award goes to this trade couldn't move a pebble award. So the least impactful trade. We picked the Panthers trading Adam Thielen back to the Vikings. Panthers got back the equivalent of around a fourth-round pick. Adam Thielen really did not do anything
no, he was,
for
he was
Minnesota,
released.
and their general manager got fired at the end of the year. So just tough for Minnesota.
And that beat the Colts trading for Sauce
That was-
Graydon.
Graydon?
Graydon. Oh. Well, the Colts trade was also pretty terrible. They gave up 2 firsts. He immediately got hurt, and then they missed the playoffs. Not great.
Not
No.
great. I forgot that they gave
But
up 2 first-round picks for
Really,
Sauce
the real loser here is Adam Thielen, who was like, in my last year, I want to play
He wants to
meaningful football.
Yeah, plays for a
Did not
Let
play
me
contender.
leave the
meaningful
team
football.
where I got 1,000 yards, go get underthrown by J.J. McCarthy
McCarthy.
while the Panthers go
Not
on.
not
to
even
make the
just him.
playoffs.
Justin Jefferson had a really down year too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's just a bad
Yes.
decision by old Adam Thielen in his career, sadly.
You know, it would go back to me to announce this award, but Jacob, I think this is perfect for you.
The most injured team award.
Mm.
For your consideration, we have the Baltimore Ravens,
Mhm.
the Washington Commanders,
Yeah.
the Indianapolis Colts, and the San Francisco 49ers.
Who won?
I don't understand any of you who voted for this team.
I voted for the Commanders.
Well, the
I
49ers were
thought.
injured, bro.
Yeah, they were very injured.
So was Washington!
Yeah, but the 49ers.
Yeah, but your roster was just
Hey.
old.
I heard you, Dom.
Jacob, the 49ers made the playoffs this year,
I know.
and they had an injured roster.
I
The
mean,
Commanders did not.
They had one player injured.
the Commanders?
They had like one
Well,
important
they had
player.
some more.
Terry McLaurin,
Yeah.
Jaden Daniels,
Yeah.
Austin Eckler,
Yeah.
Zach Ertz,
Zach Ertz.
Marshawn Lattimore,
Rest-
Trey Amos. Should I continue,
Rested-
Dom?
Bro, they were
rested
missing-
Should I
Zach Ertz
continue,
with
Dom?
ACL.
Yeah, but San Francisco was missing Nick Bosa.
Who?
George Kittle tore his ACL.
Who?
Kittle, yeah.
Yeah, but
They
that
ha-
wasn't until the playoffs, I guess.
Mhm.
But he was hurt for a little
They
bit.
were without Fred Warner.
Anyway,
Yeah,
the most
Fred
injured
Warner.
team award is the 49ers.
There you go.
Which
According
is some
to
bull crap.
according to his ballot, you
According to
know,
his ballot.
who's to say that those are accurate?
They are not accurate. The Commanders
those
are
are-
the most injured
they-
team.
The Commanders are the
they're-
real winners.
We are the real winners.
All right. Well, let's talk about another fun award, the most dominant meme award.
Mm,
Which
One-
the
by
most
the
dominant.
dominant, dominant is
Did
a-
you name this award after
I
yourself?
did. I did. The most dominant meme award.
Yeah.
We got ourselves a runaway answer,
Mm.
but Ryan did throw him another meme. The yeah, I love
The
cookies.
We give young grace to our players.
There you go. There you go. That was,
The
in
Lord has blessed me
consideration,
enough that I will
but
take
by
this.
default, it was JJ9 McCarthy. I mean, come on.
Because we have to give grace to
Yeah.
our young players,
Mhm.
and it wouldn't do to highlight that.
But fellas, we are at the end. The final award,
Oh.
instead of the most valuable player award, the least valuable player
Wow.
award.
The LVP.
We got ourselves Tua Tagovailoa for the Dolphins, Geno Smith for the Raiders, Justin Fields for the Jets, Keon Coleman for the Bills, and Emmanuel Forbes Jr. for the Rams.
Why is he on here?
Because he got cooked by
he got
Ted
cooked
Rowe.
by Bryce Young.
No, he did
he
not.
did. He did in that first Panthers-Rams game.
Bro, he got
In
cooked.
the first game, and then he
Yeah.
locked in and shut you guys out the playoffs.
I
Did he
mean,
though?
not really.
Not
Didn't
really.
we,
No.
our defense is what.
Nah, yeah, blame the defense.
Yeah, well,
Dude.
we
Yeah.
scored with 2 minutes to
Bro,
go.
we
and the
scored.
defense blew the
Emmanuel
lead.
Forbes had locks on Ted. When
Okay,
he was
bro.
guarding him
Sure,
in that
sure.
last- in that
What about
last
sure.
playoff game.
Well, Jalen Colter.
All right. Well, so who's the winner of this?
Well, the winner of this award is, of course, Tua Tagovailoa.
Tua turned the ball over.
turned the
He
dang
turned it
ball
over yet
over.
There you
again.
go. There you go.
So Tua probably gonna get cut this offseason.
Likely.
He's got like a $50 million cap hit.
He got benched
And-
for Quinn Ewers.
He
Yeah,
got benched,
His
huh?
Dolphins immediately started winning games.
That's just tough to recover from.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, he will be receiving the LVP.
There it is. Nope, LVP. But moving on, fellas, we are ourselves Super Bowl 60.
Mm.
So, before we go off, who you guys got in this game?
Give me the Seattle Seahawks. Give me Sam Darnold, the God Emperor quarterback of the United States. He's going to drive down the field. He's going to. He's going. You don't know the Jack Bus?
No.
I'll explain to you this lore later.
Okay.
Yeah. He's just a great quarterback. He's going to go on to win the game. And I think ultimately the Patriots aren't going to have an answer for Seattle's defense.
No. It's a tough defense.
So I'm going to say Seahawks 30 to Patriots 20.
What are you, Jacob?
Give me the Hawks, baby.
Mm.
Give me the Hawks. The Patriots are a victim of a ridiculously easy schedule. They didn't play any teams over a .500.
Drake
They
May is
are-
just a
Drake May, Drake the schedule May.
Yeah.
Drake the schedule May.
Yeah.
Drake the schedule May. He's not that good.
He's not.
He's booty cheeks.
There you go.
He couldn't even hang more than
with
a
Jarrett
touchdown
Stidham.
over Jared Stidham
There you
and
go.
the Bucks or the Broncos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me the Seahawks by 30.
By
Mm.
It's about
30.
to be a BTA.
BTA. We might have a BTA for the Super Bowl. I also believe the Seahawks will take care of business here. I'm going to say 31-17. I think Sam Darnold will win Super Bowl MVP, either that or JSN.
Yeah.
That Seahawks defense is just too nasty for a young quarterback like Drake May, who's going to have the biggest moment, the biggest stage that he'll ever get. And, we say that Drake May might return. We said the same thing about Joe Burrow.
Drake the schedule May. He's not going anywhere.
No.
So, yep, Seahawks win the Super
Only
Bowl.
reason that Drake May is as good as he is because last year he was dog water and teams didn't properly evaluate him.
Wow.
Wow, well, there you
So-
go.
He got a redshirt rookie season.
Redshirt
I'll
rookie.
say it.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is going to do it for today's episode of We Talk Sports. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining me once again. Next time we'll be talking about the results of this game and
Trade deadline. If Giannis gets
If-
moved,
if
Anthony
Giannis-
Davis got traded.
we've heard a
today, so
lot of
anything
NBA
could
talk.
happen.
We're trying to get into basketball season, but we
Mm.
still got at least one more game of football to talk about. And you'll see that next episode. We also have the Winter Olympics coming up,
Okay.
so we'll be talking about that. But that is going
Curling
to do
started today, I believe.
There you go. But that is going to do it for today's episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. And as always,
Go
Go
Cats!